We begin Lent. A simple thought, small steps rather than large leaps. Small steps rather than large leaps. You've seen this, you maybe have experienced it. I certainly have seen it, and I certainly have experienced it. We try the large leaps in Lent, and then we might fall, not do them. Or what I typically see is then Easter comes and it's a free-for-all. Like, I gave up this, I gave up that, I gave up, now it's Easter. I can gluttonize. I can be a glutton. However that might be. Jesus only wants us to take small steps in our spiritual life, generally speaking. Generally speaking, large leaps are quite uncommon. Small steps. Do things one step. But it's a beautiful phrase, a beautiful saying you've heard in the spiritual life. What's the one next thing God is inviting you to do? What's the one next thing? Small thing. It might be a large thing, but usually it's a small thing that God is inviting you to do. That's our life. And we don't need a season of Lent. Well, we do need a season of Lent. The church gives it to us, but we got to be careful about this because once again, we have a season of Lent and then we get all revved up and then ordinary time comes along and we live in ways that are not in keeping with being a child of God. And so we got to be careful about putting too much emphasis on Lent in a certain sense, because we as human beings like things that are different. We like things that are new. We like things that are exciting. We like a new season, and we get revved up. And that can be good, but then ordinary time comes after, well, even Easter time comes after Lent, and then ordinary time, okay. Whatever. No, it's day in and day out. It's day in and day out. It's day in and day out. This is the Christian life, that we're always taking small steps towards Jesus. Small steps towards Jesus. Small steps towards Jesus. Do small things. And how might we do them? Well, that's where Mother Teresa would come in. Do them with great love. Great love. If you want to have a large leap, do small steps with lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love. Jesus, this is for you. It's not much that I'm giving up, but it's for you, Jesus, because I love you. Jesus, I'm going to do this little prayer for you. It's not much extra, but I'm going to do it with lots of love for you. Jesus, this is my almsgiving. Maybe we don't give a lot, whatever we feel God calling us to give. But even if it's little, Jesus, this is a little bit of almsgiving. Almsgiving, by the way, I think as Father Bodine has put in his bulletin, is something we give above and beyond what we normally give. Something extra. It may be a little, but I'll do it with lots of love. So now that we're all revved up for Lent, small steps rather than large leaps with lots of love for Jesus.